Hi everyone, I'm JD from Willowbound Journals. Hope you guys are doing really well. So every month I think I want to do a Willow World update video where I can just come on here and share what's going on, what upcoming projects are happening, what I've been creating, what I've been working on, and just give you sort of an update, a laid back, chatty update. First of all, I want to do a giveaway redraw. This was the Christmas giveaway where I was giving away 2 kits to two different people. One kit was this one here, which involves or includes this beautiful cover with the blue, and there's some other pages as well. And then this is the second kit where it's another cover but in this beautiful minty teal color, so beautiful. And I got these from Amity Bloom. I bought both of these packs twice, one for me and one for the 2 other winners. So this is what I've created with the journal. Just got a book from the op shop and whipped this together, and I love it, love it, love it. So this will be my Amity Bloom journal. So this was the Christmas giveaway. It's been over a month and the winners haven't contacted me. I replied direct to their comments, so I thought, okay, well, I really want to give away the other 2 that I've bought, the other 2 kits. So if you entered that Christmas giveaway and you are watching this video now, leave a comment saying that you entered and that you're entering again for the redraw, because yeah, I don't want to do that again where I message the person and hear nothing. So you want to make sure you're still watching and you are able to receive your giveaway prize. So yeah, let me know down below and I will email them to you straight off. Like, I'm raring to go. What's the word? I really want to give those away. Next, I just want to give you an update. I did finally put these up in my Etsy this year. These were my last journals that I made for last year. The journals that I went all out with, the final Vintage French collection, and all just authentic vintage French ephemera in here. Lots of beautiful pages and handmade goodies. I did so many handmade things for this journal throughout the year, and these were a long time in the making. So finally photographed them and put them up in my Etsy. My favorite journals, or one of my favorite journal collections that I made for the year. The other favorite collection was this one, the second last major collection I did. And this is botanical, so same sort of thing, lots of handmade goodies that I worked on throughout the year to put into these journals. There were 3, only the purple one is left, so just a heads up with that. There is a chance, if no one grabs this one, I am considering actually taking this one out of my Etsy and repurposing it for a personal journal. So I'm kind of hoping no one gets this one and they get the other 2, so that I can be your journal triplet with this one. We've got one more of the Vintage French collage journals left. One more of those. We've got 2 of the smaller botanical journals left, the Botanical Charm journals, and one of the smaller Vintage French journals left. We have got 2 sewing journals left, 2 farm journals, vintage farm journals, so adorable. We've got 1 bag journal, so fun, all the pockets, all the pages are bags and pockets filled with goodies, and my envelope embellished journal with like sort of a stationery envelope theme in here. So I try to put as many pockets and envelopes in as possible. So that's those in my Etsy if anyone is interested. Now, coming up, the next project that I'm doing for my beautiful patrons, every month I do a journal making series. In January I made some Daphne's Diary journals. In March I'm actually going to be making an Edith Holden journal over there. I was going to be doing it in February, but I actually have sort of a custom order I need to do first, so this is my priority. I was actually given a whole bunch of these gorgeous vintage sewing patterns, and there's some books as well, and over here We've got all these beautiful collage papers I can work with. These gorgeous little embroidery booklets. Aren't these adorable? So I've been sort of commissioned to make a journal out of these. These all came from a lady, her mother. These were passed down to her, and I've been commissioned to make a journal out of all of her mother's items for this lady. So this is going to be fun. My priority is to make that journal, and then the rest I'm able to do whatever I want with. So I'm going to do a lot of collage with them, maybe turn some into journal pages, but others will be turned into journals. And I will be making, for the journal tier for February on my Patreon, a sewing journal out of the sewing patterns, and that will be the journal that is sent to you if you're in the journal tier. For the other tiers, so that's the video as well, that's the video series throughout February that I'll be doing from start to finish over on my Patreon. For the Ruby tier, so that's the Sapphire tier, the video tier. For the Ruby tier, this is the printable kit that is now available for you to download. I had a lot of fun making some vintage labels, the Denison type of labels, so different sizes, different shapes, and so there's 12 sheets. Yeah, I went a bit crazy in making labels, and love adding labels. They're one of my favorite supplies for journaling, because you can add a little title, a little date, or a word or sentiment, or just to annotate your photos and your journaling. So yeah, 12 sheets, all different sizes, lots of fun. There's some round ones, square, rectangle, some wide, some narrow, all that kind of thing. So that's the Ruby tier. Plus I'll just be putting up random other printables throughout whenever I put them up. For the mail tier, you usually get some printables sent to you, like printed ones, hard copy ones, but this month, a fun little bonus, you're going to get an ephemera holder with these goodies for the mail tier this month. And yeah, like I said, the journal tier will get a sewing journal made out of all these. And I skipped the Marco Polo tier, which is the emerald tier, but that's just a one that's always there for every month. So you can become part of the Willow group on Marco Polo, and you get access to the, where is it? Where is it? I have it here. The Intentional Life course. I'm just dropping it. It's all good. The Intentional Life course workbook that is ready to download at the Marco Polo Emerald tier. Awesome. A new update as well for the Amethyst tier, which is the mail tier. You also get a copy of my ebook. I'll just go grab that. You get the digital copy of my Art of Mental Health book at the Amethyst tier as well. So that's what's happening on my Patreon in February, and I am super excited now. I had to film this video before I could get started on this journal, so I'm gonna end this video right now, get started filming, making the cover, choosing the cover, and yeah, that's my priority, is to make that custom journal, and then my next priority is to make the journals for the journal tier out of these goodies. So we'll have fun making a whole bunch of covers, and that's my favorite part. That's my favorite part of the process. But yeah, hope you guys are all doing well. Oh, hang on, one more update. I now have another update that I'll be sharing each Willow World update month thing, which is about Beyond Blue and the mental health fundraiser and the book publishing process. So we now have about 20 ladies from around the world who are joining in with the fundraiser. So excited. Oh my goodness, it's so wonderful chatting to you and hearing about your heart to support mental health. And just check the description box below for how to be part of that. People are donating crafty items to be made into mystery packs, which will be sold for $10. 50% will go to Beyond Blue, which helps with depression, anxiety, and suicide, and just breaking the stigma of that and helping people through that. And then 50% will go to the book I'm publishing this year, which is helping me with my own well-being, and I hope helps anyone who reads it with their well-being. Just about finding yourself, how to live in the world through the struggles and the pain and the darkness, and how to find your home where there are no houses, that kind of thing. And yeah, that's going well. I have started this week going through all my journals. So my aim by the end of the year is to have read every single one of my journals, and I'll be pulling from my journals to get material for the book. And so I started with my earliest writings, and I'm now up to 2004. That's the year I'm up to. So when I was around 18, 19 years old, that's where I am at. And I'm trying to take notes while I'm reading it, and just categorize my journals into themes at different times of my life. So my 19-year-old self, my 14-year-old self is very obsessed with boy bands and magazines and celebrities in movies and TV shows. That was my 14-year-old self. I'm now seeing a transition in my 18, 19-year-old self is very much preoccupied with who am I, and am I okay with my personality, or do I need to change, and do I speak up or not speak up? So that's what my 19-year-old self is going through. It's really interesting. It's quite valuable to read it all in one go. It's very tedious and can be quite boring to read all of my random thoughts, repetitive thoughts, but it's quite valuable going from the beginning and just reading straight through and seeing how I've changed. That's been really interesting. Yeah, anyway, so hope you guys are doing well. Hope you enjoy these Willow World videos. I'm planning for, or hoping for, one a month, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. And I think that's all I need to update you with. But yeah, just all the information for everything, the giveaway, redraw, Etsy, Patreon, giveaway, fundraiser, everything. It'll be down below in the description box. So, and the journal courses, I guess that's the other thing to update. The other thing I'm focusing on, that is one of my priorities this year. I'm sort of transitioning my work from journal making to bookmaking and journal courses, and I want to share that in a different video. I could share it now in like this chatty update, but I think I want to dedicate just a single video just to talking about sort of the direction I'm heading in and the transition that you might be seeing on my channel, hopefully, where it's less about journal making and more about filling the journals, what we're filling the journals with, and more of that storytelling and more of that using the journals basically, and bookmaking. So I don't know, I'll get all into that later in a different video. But yeah, just want to give you a heads up with that and just update you with where I am. And if you have any questions or requests, feel free to let me know, and just let me know how you're going. And I'll see you in the next video. Special thank you to my beautiful patrons who supported me in January. If you would like to become a patron in February, and the link is down below, and that is where you get access to extra videos, all my printables, all my digital kits in my Etsy. There are post tiers, mail tiers, and journal tiers as well. There is a Marco Polo tier and just lots of fun stuff over there. There is also a link to all of my available courses down below in the description box. You can join those anytime for all of my Patreon and courses. They're monthly subscriptions that work just like Netflix or Spotify, and you're charged on the date that you sign up, and you can cancel anytime.